What's up?
What's up? We've been waiting all day for Monday night.
We're live from BDC Headquarters 2.0. This is where the front of the house lives, as we joke behind the scenes. The special crew.
They don't know who front of house is.
Well, why don't we tell them who the front of the house is?
We have a divided team, and we have for the last 6 to 8 months. Like, honestly, this conversation usually wouldn't. They forced us to sit here because normally we wouldn't even interact together.
Yeah.
The way that we're divided currently. So what is it?
So back of the house was formerly myself, Bailey, Josh, and James. But James has been recruited to the front of the house. He has left us. And now the front of the house is Luke, James, Pat. And they just have a certain like ego, and they walk funny. And it's really annoying.
James, okay.
Because the back of the house is where the work really gets done.
All right. So James is I think you're right. James is a little bit of a swinger.
Okay, this definitely has turned into one of those podcasts right now.
You, Bailey, Josh are defined back of house.
Totally back of house.
They're sweating it out. They're on the dish crew. Yeah, I think Pat and I we get cooked soups. And we get nice energy drinks here at the house.
It's amazing that Lacey has the bandwidth and energy. Because I gotta tell you guys, the energy right now is super pumped. We are less than an hour and a half away from becoming the Authority Challenge, and there's an excitement. It's much like the Super Bowl, but even better because everyone's gonna win money if you get involved with this. And I can't believe that Lacey actually has time and bandwidth. She's an amazing human being to be able to cook for you guys multiple times while putting together this great content. And that's the thing I want to tell you guys. Number one, you're getting great, fresh content. Yes, you're going to get BDC standards and principles. We've been getting asked all day on the back of the house side where we make the money. We're getting questions like, what are they going to be talking about? What can I learn? And I go back to the basics that we have in BDC are things that you got to still keep practicing, but there's going to be new, fresh content as well. So it's really super exciting for you guys. If you haven't joined, James, could you put that link up? If you guys get on it, you still have about an hour and 20 minutes to sign up. Give us some time to get you guys into the community group. There's a $27 offer. You can be attending that all day live every day, right?
You don't get the
recording.
You do not get the recordings though.
But if you upgrade to the VIP package, $97. $97 is like the new $20, and $27 is like free. We're basically giving this away for free in today's economy. So you'd be a bobo head if you didn't sign up. So let's see who's coming on. Who raise your hand. Tell us what you're excited about with tonight's first live.
And we're looking at the comments over here too, so say hey, check in. I'm surprised but not surprised. It's so funny to see how our community buys.
Oh, the last minute Susies you're talking about?
The last minute Susies, first minute Lonnies, whatever it is, and then in between, you get little waves.
It gets drips. Yeah.
Little drips. But yeah, there's always there's very beginning, hey, we're live, we're launching. This is going to be awesome.
I think we've had literally over like 50 people sign up in the last 48 hours.
I would say even today, yeah.
So it's crazy. I spoke to someone today who's new to BDC,
Josh.
Not even BDC, signed up for the challenge today. And he's been through I'm not going to say the names of the organizations, but I said to him what I tell a lot of people and what a lot of you guys know out there. And this is why I'm really, really excited for this week, because lives are going to change. BDC, we don't go into the schools. We don't pay off and go down at Life University. We haphazardly set up a club that didn't really work out for us at Sherman. And so we've just relied on our results for people, which is kind of a great thing, right? So there's tons of these organizations that go into the school systems and do the pay to play, and they have, I'm gonna give it to them, they have some really good relationship capital with some of the OGs. But BDC tends to be, and I told this gentleman earlier, where 5 to 7 years, and he was exactly 6 years into practice by himself. I said, we tend to be where you 5 to 7 years in, you end up going, okay, you're my last stop on the train. because now I'm ready to become a business person. It's business time now. I know how to do screenings. I know how to do the regular day one, day two. Now I need to speed up my efficiency. I need to speed up my rate of collections.
But yeah, is
I
that
don't need to be I don't need to be the chiropractor. I need to be the CEO.
right?
And that's what I'm really excited about, because last year when we did our first challenge, there was so much impactful life changes. You were just talking about, let's just shout him out.
Oli was one of them.
Oli, James Taylor, who was just a relationship I met at Cal Jam. We spoke years and years ago. You can ask him about the conversation. It was definitely a twisty conversation. He pinged me about going to sales workshop. I gave him a $99 ticket. He didn't show. A couple months later, he's like getting involved with Last Five Moves. Flash forward now, he's in Quest 7. The dude's having $1 million collections. We got some great people that have made life impactful change. I mean, life personally and professionally because of our last challenge. This one's going to be 10 times guaranteed looking at the content
Yep.
Lacey and Sean have been working on.
Yeah. There was one more you mentioned, Vincent and Bridget. Farrar
Vince and
in
Bridget. I've been
Jacksonville.
longtime workshop attendees, attended Last Five Moves Challenge last year. Now I've been private coaching with Sean and Lacey. Those that got you there aren't going to be the ones that maybe get you to the next level. And for some reason, and I'll take it, BDC is the last stop for a lot of people to get to the ultimate level of freedom, security, and obviously what we're talking about tonight, what at the baseline of that is authority in your community.
And this,
yeah.
well, go ahead. Well, but this is why challenges are so impactful too, because all the people we mentioned were BDC members for a long time, but you almost need something to like kickstart, even jumping into deeper relationship. And like, that's not just going to happen because we send multiple emails or we even invite you to workshops. It's like, sometimes you need something that you can just sit at home, pay $27 and just see if you like our feel, see if you like the content that's being presented, see if it actually makes a difference in your business. And then when it clearly does, then you can hop into deeper relationships. It just makes for that avenue to be so much more clearly defined.
It's a great testing area for people. If you're new and listening out there and you're like, well, I've been on the fence with BDC or I've been on the sideline in BDC. I've
Jump
never
in on
been to a
this
workshop.
first.
This is a great way to see if we're a fit for you for even deeper work and collaboration. And collaboration is a huge word. When we're talking about becoming the authority, every day. I mean, if you guys want to look, when we're at Sales Workshop in Austin, I'll show you my phone. Literally every day, once or twice times a day, I get reached out to people that are not in BDC who go, hey, you, Sean, Lacey, BDC, you guys have it. I have this program, this SaaS product, this thing that I want to sell. And that's the authority that we built, that we are the first place that people think of when they say, how can we get into the ecosystem of the highest producing chiropractors and service providers out there. So, it's not just words we say and teaching things that, we cook up. This is actually how we live.
Right.
Tonight, we're going to talk about becoming Sean and Lisa are going to talk about becoming oversubscribed. When I think about this, I go back years and years ago. Sean and Lacey were implementing in the specific centers strategies and blueprints for their docs to launch out with waitlist practices. So you're talking about these docs that just invested into becoming a franchise with Sean and Lacey. They're learning upper cervical. They're getting all this great like branding and stuff like that. But the key thing was the authority in their community building and the strategies that they were giving them years ago. So Sean and Lacey have been teaching this and living this for years.
I'll give you a break there for a second.
Thank you, please.
Yeah, no, that's truly a big part of it. And but becoming oversubscribed, that's what you said. We just dropped a hint there. That might be what's coming up here in day one. It's something that's a reality for so many service providers, but it's honestly not something, because their focus is mostly on how to sell, how to market. Like, a lot of the people feel oversubscribed, they feel overwhelmed, but it's not something that I feel like they address super a lot with the regular clients. They do obviously with their VIP clients and with Quest 7, but it's like how to manage being oversubscribed.
Well, how to get there, right? How to get there, and then how to manage it when you do get there. Yeah. Why don't we draw a name, man? This is, I think we're getting down to, we got about an hour and 20 minutes till Becoming the Authority goes live. You guys can still sign up if you're out there. Luke's got the
drawing a name.
canasta, and we're going to draw, I'm going to have Luke draw one name. We're giving away $300. We're going to reward the 15 people that are on with us. This is a record-setting low for us. I don't think that me and Luke will be invited back to do a show.
Well, okay, look, a
It's
couple
7 o'clock.
things. Different time, different day. We're doing this, Monday night prep for the challenge. So you guys love that sound, huh? Congrats again to our Canadian friend Donnie Oosthuizen.
Yeah, $1,100.
He won $1,100 last week.
That's amazing.
900 of it courtesy of us, and then 200 of it courtesy of Joseph Pichet.
All right,
I've got a name.
you do it, dude.
Let me know when you're ready, Jamesy. Got Jamesy, got Lacey, Dexter, all here behind the scenes. 30 seconds on the clock for Kurt Von Rice.
Dr. Bones. He's the other Dr. Bones out there. I know his email because his email is Dr. Bones.
All right, Dr. Bones. You are now the other Dr. Bones, and you are Kurt Von Rice. You got 18 seconds. Hopefully you're one of 15 people on here. Hunter's on. Kurt, I don't know you. I want to know you. I want to give you money. You got 5 seconds.
Aw.
Sorry, Kurt.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm not.
Well,
Where do you even see the number? I'm not feeling optimistic now, though. That
I was looking on the YouTube on my app,
okay.
but we're probably not going to have a winner tonight. The odds are not in the favor of someone. You want to do another one? All right, cool.
Well,
let's do another one.
All right,
What's
one more
the rock?
now.
One
Yeah,
more now.
One more now.
And maybe they win.
I know. I feel like I need to draw like a Brian McCarley, a Josh Welch.
If you're out there and you're listening, the 20 people are on here, go out, share that link for Becoming the Authority, and share that with your friends. Become the Authority Challenge. Share that with your friends, your community. Let them know that they're like, and especially right now in this climate. I know so many people. Why do I know this? That so many people are scared out there because there's so many people reaching out daily to us from other organizations that are like, dude, I don't have it anymore. Like they don't. It was good. It got me there, but I hear so much about what Sean and Lacey are doing. I hear so much from my BDC friends and family. I know so many docs that are in BDC. Let them know this is a tipping point. Like you help your brothers and sisters out there, because this challenge all week, I've seen it happen last year, can make a huge impact and can save people's businesses, and it can get them to where they're thriving even in this economic climate.
It's one of those like the lowest bar of investing in yourself. Hop in a challenge. There's literally no risk to you. It is backed by a 100% risk-free guarantee. So if you happen to hate every word that comes out of Sean Lacey's mouth, we will happily refund your entire purchase. So 100% risk-free. You're gonna love it. You're gonna get a lot out of it. Okay.
I know one guy that would do that. He would literally probably do the refund. He does a refund on everything he's ever bought, but I don't think he gets our emails anymore.
We don't have to go too far into detail, but yeah, Sean was asking. He was like, was this the first person we ever kicked out of BDC?
I think we've had 3 or 4.
When he asked that, I don't know. I was like, maybe there was one other, but anyway, it
takes
doesn't happen often.
It takes a lot. I remember the first time I ever got someone to want to leave BDC.
I don't think
I did a post about comparing how you define your target market and ideal client by changing up your Twitter or your Tinder content. And this person got really like vehemently mad about my post. Everyone else liked it, but she wrote Sean and Lacey, "I'm leaving," and Sean messaged me, "You got your first one." So I mean,
Tinder is crossing the line, man.
there's
How dare you
times-
make a comparison to a very
What it
highly
was
successful.
I said you should be transparent and honest in your copy, and you will get less opportunities, but you'll get the right opportunities.
Comparing it to like you don't want to be like a catfish, like
Well,
you're
you
gonna-
don't want to be. You can't be the expert to all. And we're talking about that. That you can't be the expert to all. We're going to talk about that this week with your target market, your ideal client, and how you can be the authority to the right niches out there, because the riches are in the niches. Still got time to sign up, guys.
That was a yeah, that was the riches are in the come on now. All right.
Looks
If you
fanboying
know
out.
if you know Back of House Twisty, you know that even on a simple name, his pronunciation of it is nothing short of hilarious. So I'm gonna let him read this one and just see what he comes up with.
Okay.
here.
You ready, James? Jeffrey, it's not. I do not take benzos. Jeffrey Benenzeria. Jeffrey Benenzeria.
Let me just do the spelling. Benezra. Benezra, but Benezaria.
I feel like this
was really exactly what I was looking for
okay.
from you. Jeffrey Benezaria, if you are here, we've got some monies for you. 300.
We got my man Skip on here. Skip, thank you so much for all the love and all the sharing you do out there. You guys, if you're looking for someone to help you in the pediatric space, I can't think of anyone better than Skip and Julie. You guys got to check out their new podcast too. It's off the charts. It's better than what we're doing right now, trust me.
Oh, that goes unsaid.
So we got still some time till we get to the Become the Authority challenge. You've been front of the house. You get to spend a lot more time with Sean and Lacey.
Sure.
What are you excited about them sharing this week?
Yeah, like I said, well, like you mentioned, I think the fact that it's all fresh content.
Wait, hold on. Juhei's here. Hey, Juhei. Did Juhei sign up? Juhei, did you sign up for Become the Authority? I don't know if I saw Juhei's name in there.
I think I did.
And if Juhei remembers her song, we sang her song too. So Juhei, if you haven't signed up, let's do it now because Juhei is got to. No, it's not. That wasn't the melody. Sorry.
That's not.
Okay. What are you excited about?
She's like, why did I even say hi? Mention I was here.
Oh, she said she did.
There we go. Yeah, I knew she did. No, it's always good hearing fresh new content. I think a lot of people in BDC were asking. I remember I heard Back of House taking all the calls. People asking you like if it was just gonna be, is this just gonna be like everything else? Is this gonna be like BDC 101? Is this gonna be, content that I've already heard over and over? The answer is no. And even if it was yes, it's still worth investing in because it's worth hearing it in the right time in the right space. I think we can all attest to a time in our life where we've heard something over and over, but it just didn't click until it finally did. But no, literally, like we were looking over Sean and Lacey's slides for today, which we were going live in 1 hour and 10 minutes. For those of you who are on the list, check the Facebook group for the link. The link's going to be going out very soon. I know a couple of people were concerned about that. But we were just looking over the slides and the content, and it's just great. It's great stuff all week long. I like that we're doing things a little bit.
Implementable content. That's the thing. This isn't just a fire hose. It's going to be strategic in a blueprint.
They're good at, and I feel like everyone knows that. It's like they're good at not only the concepts, but also just putting those concepts into action. We're doing the VIP session a little bit different, which I like on this one. Last challenge, we had like an hour before, and that was like the VIP time, and then
you guys got Lacey and Sean to work on a Saturday morning.
I mean,
I did not ask for that, so
I think it's going to be good because it gives a whole. It's just a 1 hour session, but yeah, it's on a Saturday. And it's for all the people that bought our VIP, so that's your other
great,
benefit.
Because they have the whole week that they digested, and then they wake up fresh on Saturday morning with no stress, and they can kind of like take that digestible information and start going, okay, got some questions.
That was our feedback because I think when we were doing it in the middle of the challenges before, they were like, well, I don't know because I haven't heard day 2 and day 3 and day 4 yet, so I don't even know what I need to ask. So yeah, this will be good because it's after the whole challenge. Taking the whole thing, and then you get 1 full hour with Sean and Lacey to just open Q&A for them to dive deeper on any specific action item you need.
And you got us, the BDC team, and where we kind of excel during the week in the community group that you guys can ask questions, post live the next day, and we're going to help you throughout the week with answering those questions as you go along. So I'm super stoked to see, I want to see anyone who's out there in the couple people that are out there listening to us still. Tell us about what is the one takeaway that you post in the comments. What's the one takeaway you hope to unearth that you hope that you're going to have solved by the end of this week? Because I'll go back in there and make sure that Sean and Lacey, they're going to answer everything and more for you guys, of course. But put that in the takeaways. What is the challenge or takeaway that you want to have solved by the end of this week when it comes to Become the Authority?
It's also it's also one of those like funny hindsight moments where we can stay in this moment right now. Like this week is gonna change someone's life. Like we mentioned
Yeah.
at the beginning, there were a handful of people that were BDC members that maybe hopped into higher engagement. 2 of them were Quest 7 members. One of them was a private coaching client, but they didn't know going into it, like, oh, I'm like, they just thought I'm just going to buy this challenge. So like there are several people currently that are sitting on the list that have bought the challenge that don't know that this week is going to change their life, change their practice.
Energy. I mean,
Yeah, change
the cool thing about this week is
change their mindset.
this was so needed for a lot of people. I know a lot of you guys out there. It's been a weird vibey 2023, and it's kind of like what Sean and Lacey have been talking about. Like it's starting to hit. I know it's starting to hit for a lot of you people out there. Like it's getting a little bit more difficult with new people. It's getting a little bit more difficult with your team. It didn't seem to hit our people because they've been in the thrust of really great knowledge and information. But it's been a minute since we've seen you guys. Right? November is the last time we all got together. Now we're going to be together in March at Sales. But I love having this challenge kind of in between because it's solving some pieces for people that have been kind of like, man, I need something.
Right.
I need to get back into winning it. And I think some people have given up out there. So I'm excited to see some names on there back going, okay, I might have taken the holidays off. I might have slowly gotten back into the hustle and bustle of January. It's time. Like right now, it's time. It's time to go. And so if you guys haven't signed up, you got to share this with your friends and colleagues out there. Sean put James, whoever is up, Dexter.
Put the link.
Dexter put that link up on there. Dexter was licking my snack pants. I don't know if you know about my snack pants at home, guys, but I'm it's just me. Like so, I rub my hands on my pants and I got food on there. There might be some like Spam or ketchup, and he got some of my food from dinner tonight. So
I'm just reading this really quick. Brian McCarley, thanks for tuning in with us all night, Brian. He said, my expectation is that after the challenge, I will have a solid strategy to become the healthcare provider that our whole community is talking about as the go-to center. That is like, that's an amazing take, like that, or that's an amazing expectation to have going into it. How many people live in Noblesville? What's Noblesville population?
I mean, James would know. James bought a house there.
15,000 people, 20,000 people. I mean, what if
Is it that big? Oh wow.
I would say so.
All right.
I mean, if you could get a solid community of people that everyone at least knows your name and said, hey, I know someone that goes to Dr. McCarley who's been getting awesome results. Hey, actually, I do know someone who goes to Dr. Brian McCarley.
60K? Am I reading that right? 60K?
In Noblesville?
That's why the traffic's gotten so bad, man. It's just a pain in the ass to drive around here now. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Like when I first moved out here, Sean was like, he was right. It was just like the bar at the Bridgewater was like the coolest bar in the world, and then they destroyed it. The traffic was great, and then they just all the people destroyed it. So
Jeremy Handley.
I would make as the great Sean Dill once said, I'd make a crap load of money if I didn't have to work with people.
Jeremy says he's in Chico, California. He says, I want to increase the awareness of our office.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, you're going to get that. But the biggest thing is you got to implement, and if you got to take action. And if you haven't signed up, take action, go. If you're going to be doing this whole week with Sean and Lacey, don't just don't sit there. You're going to go. So I want you guys to be super active in the group, in the community. I want you to be super active on Saturday. Let's draw one more name, and let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, we are just over an hour away. This all starts in an hour. I want to close this back up and do another little shuffle here.
I hope someone wins tonight because that would be a great sign for that person.
Come on.
Who we got? Let's go.
We got.
Let's see.
Oh wow!
That's a great one.
I think
is he legal? Is he legal to get that?
100,000,000% he's legal. What are we talking about here? The winning name is Luke Mendel. I'm just kidding. Would you guys give me $300?
No.
Front of house is really good at one thing, and that's swiping Lacey's credit card. I got 30 seconds on the clock for this doc from Little Rock,
And I'm gonna speak on something when you say his name.
Cameron Daniels.
Now, if you want to see about reverse engineering,
Cameron Daniels.
like someone in that practice, Cameron and his mentor, Dr. Grant Dennis, those are great examples of individuals that have used the BDC principles, the strategies of building their authority in their community over and over again. They are so consistent with their message that they send to their community. They're consistent with the results. I don't know anyone that's blown up faster than Dr. Grant, not just in his own practice, but in the community of chiropractic. So shout out to Grant and what he's doing down there in Little Rock. He wasn't on? Grant's gonna
And
yell at him,
I
man.
mean, this really looks bad. I mean, Jeremy's on, Dr. Brian Wright. These are other specific docs. I mean, this is a bad look.
I don't know. I think he loses. I think he loses grace with Sean and Lacey on this one. So
You know what I bet it is? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
he's busy with practice.
Yeah, Grant says he's been working his ass off, and they've been
They're killing
killing
it.
it down there in Little Rock. So, Grant, we're gonna give you or not Grant, Cam, we're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. No win for you. Oh, thanks, Steve, for coming in. Steve is we were talking about hosting in Austin,
Oh, Steve.
Texas
Tiller?
for Sales. Not only is he from there, but he's
Well, he moved there. He moved
or
there.
not. Yeah, he currently lives there, and
He's our premier partner with the Weightless Workshops, which is one of the many things that you guys can be. One of the amazing things you can do to build your authority is these Weightless Workshops that Steve has created that automate and generate new patients in droves for you guys. So definitely check out Weightless Workshops. We got to get going, man, because
know.
Sean and Lacey got to set up shop here.
we are at T-1 hour. So if you're joining us on the other side for Become the Authority Challenge, we are 1 hour away. We're so happy to have you. If you have not signed up yet, this is your last chance. I mean, we're down to the last 60 minutes here. Sign up now. Become the Authority Challenge at blackdiamondclub.com. We will see you in 1 hour.
Let's go.